it's Ileana, and today I am going to be discussing channeling for energy healing and entity attachment removal. So, when I'm doing any type of energy healing or entity attachment removal, I do move my hands when I am directing the energy to specific organs or body parts in the body itself, or just clearing energies. So there are hand movements when I'm doing the healing, or when I'm doing entity attachment removing, when I'm channeling, and this could be in other languages, extraterrestrial languages, or light language. There's also hand movements to disperse the energy that I'm clearing for the entity attachment removal. So I do hand movements, and I also work with crystals during energy healing. Sometimes there's also crystal healing involved. It depends on what's going on in the healing session. So the recent channeling that I had done for entity attachment removal, I was moving my hands, clearing the energies, and I was speaking in a language that is, I think it's a reptilian type language, insectoid language. It was a very powerful clearing for any type of negative entity attachment removal. So that's what the clearing was for. And it's also for energy healing, to empower you to be energetically healed and at your highest strength for health and vitality. And again, I had the hands movement when I was doing it, directing the energies for healing and entity clearing. So that's what was in the video a lot. I just wanted to explain some of that. And the person that came in, the entity, the being, sometimes we may call them entities, but I prefer to call it a being. It's a guide of mine that I've worked with for a while. His name is Zagor. He's the reptilian insectoid hybrid who was doing the channeling. And he was helping with the entity attachment removal. And he was helping me through the channeling for that, to do that, to create that energy healing and entity attachment removal for that 3-minute session, just to create it, because he's very powerful, and I believe that he has a lot of wisdom and strength, and he's a very interesting being, and I trust him to help with energy healing, and especially with entity attachment clearing and removal and banishing negative entities. So he's very good for doing strong banishing of entities and removing their influence on others, and removing them from the general vicinity, removing their energies, physicality from whoever's being threatened or attacked by some type of an entity. So Zagor is really good at entity attachment removal, and also sending you protective energies and shielding you from negativity. So I just wanted to explain that a little bit and discuss that I was channeling in a sort of a reptilian insectoid language. So that's what that was. Nachtaka arisa alta is anuak tushta araktishnach uch arata ihta naach nokut achta ish a nuruta ashtu aquata sultata inakaka quat inakata ta ninakata achta ta quat ihta ishta nach achtuch tachtich nachwat achtu ichtach ich Ichtata, uhta, nuh, nach, aquat. Isra, ista, ikta, a. Iktasa, a, Ihtanahwat, ahut, ahna, ta, iasa, sa, ahu, ahtana, a, ush, ah, ihtana, a, ktu, wat. Nachta, ka, arisa, alta, is, anu, ak, tushta, arektishna, arata, ihtana, ah, nohut, ahta, ish, a, nuruta, ashtu, akwata, sultata, inakaka, kwat, inakata, ta, ninakata, achta, ta, kwat, ichta, ishta, nach, achtuch, tachtich, nachwat, achtu, ichtatach, ichtata, uchta, nuch, nach, akwat, isra, ishta, ikta, a, iktasa, a, Ihtanahwat, ahut, ahna, ta, iasa, sa, ahu, ahtana, a, ush, ah, ihtana, a, ktu, wat. Nachta, ka, arisa, alta, is, anu, ak, tushta, arektishna, arata, ihtana, ah, nohut, ahta, ish, a, nuruta, ashtu, akwata, sultata, inakaka, kwat, inakata, ta, ninakata, achta, ta, kwat, ichta, ishta, nach, achtuch, tachtich, nachwat, achtu, ichtatach, ichtata, uchta, nuch, nach, akwat, isra, ishta, ikta, a, iktasa, a, Ihtanahwat, ahut, ahna, ta, iasa, sa, ahu, ahtana, a, ush, ah, ihtana, a, ktu, wat. Nachta, ka, arisa, alta, is, anu, ak, tushta, arektishna, arata, ihtana, ah, nohut, ahta, ish, a, nuruta, ashtu, akwata, sultata, inakaka, kwat, inakata, ta, ninakata, achta, ta, kwat, ichta, ishta, nach, achtuch, tachtich, nachwat, achtu, ichtatach, ichtata, uchta, nuch, nach, akwat, isra, ishta, ikta, a, iktasa, a, Ihtanahwat, ahut, ahna, ta, iasa, sa, ahu, ahtana, a, ush, ah, ichtana, a, ktu, wat.